Hello, hello, Aries. Welcome to your March 2020 overview reading. This is good for you if you're a sun, moon, or rising Aries. And before we get started, go ahead and take a moment to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. You will get more readings from me, and I have a lot of good stuff coming up, a lot of good things in the works. So make sure you sign up for my newsletter, stay up to date. You get a free meditation for dealing with family when you sign up for that. And all sorts of other good messages coming your way. So I'm going to go ahead and lay this spread out and then we will get started. Okay, let's get started with your oracle cards. First thing coming up is Wolf. So this is leadership is the word that's coming up here. So it's like take charge, do it your way. It's really about stepping into power this month. Not that that's an issue for if you have Aries placements, but it's about embracing them more. And I think that's really going to serve you. Like it's almost reminding me of dress for the job you want, not the job you have. That's kind of the energy that's coming off of this card. And so you can carry that into your life as well, as far as behave in a way that's in alignment with what you want, not what you have. And see how that works for you in the month of March. I think it's really going to serve you. And then we have repopulation. Okay, so it's like whatever has been left or whatever is gone is going to be replenished. So there's like more where that came from. I don't think you need to worry about scarcity or limitations at all in March. Everything is going to be replaced, or things are going to come back into alignment. Things are going to get clear again, and you're going to get the things that are right for you and meant for you. You don't need to force any of this. And then we have celebrate. Take a moment to enjoy your accomplishments. Focus on successes for today. Fixing things can wait a bit. Appreciate creative comrades and show them your gratitude. Okay, so there's a lot of good stuff that's coming up in March. I think that it's going to be a super intense month, but you don't want to be moving through it so quickly that you forget to enjoy yourself and celebrate how far you've already come. And then the central energy for you is the Seven of Pentacles. So there's kind of a wide net that's being cast in March. I think you have maybe more inspiration, more ideas, or just a lot of irons in the fire is how I would describe this energy. So the Seven of Pentacles is just reminding you, like, tend to what you have. It's okay to scatter your energy from time to time. I don't think that's always a bad strategy. It's just like keep an eye on what you are growing and what you're tending to, and then just keep those crops up. And then the crossing energy is the Ten of Wands. This makes sense because if you have a lot of different things going on, it can quickly turn into overwhelm if you're not keeping an eye on it. So I would just say know your limits in March, because this is very excited energy. Like, oh, there's so many things that are brewing. I want to do it all. But the main thing that you want to keep in mind is that overexertion can lead to overwhelm, or it can lead to you like dropping things, is the way I would explain it. So take breaks when you need them. Know when to recuperate. It's going to be important to focus on, and know that you already have a lot of stuff building. You already have a lot of stuff going on. That's the main thing. Between the celebrate card, the repopulation card, the Seven of Pentacles, this is very, very busy energy. So it's like you don't need to try harder. You're already like stuffed to the gills with everything. So you don't need to force yourself to work harder. And then the energy that's shifting out is the Two of Pentacles. So this is like wishy-washiness, indecisiveness, and contemplation. So this could be that energy as a whole is moving out, and then clarity is coming in, right? Because if you were in a place of, oh, I don't know, or potentially sacrificing some of your needs, or doing things that are just not ultimately consistent with what you desire, it seems like that's completely being washed away. It's being washed out. And so you're stepping into your power, more of your fire intensity, and just owning the things that you desire, owning the things that you have cooking. And that's really gonna help counter that Two of Pentacles. The oncoming energy is the Two of Cups. Beautiful. So for those of you interested in romantic relationships, obviously this is definitely a good omen for that. So if you've been manifesting partnership, it's kind of like it's happening, like it's all right, it's on the table, you know. But for some of you, this might be more of a collaboration card. It might be more of a teamwork card, right? You might actually need someone's help. This could be you meeting the right people, friends, practitioners that are aligned with you, and that's what's coming up. It's like whatever people you need, I think they're in the oncoming energy, so they're making an appearance. So keep your eyes peeled for new connections and new people that you think are really feeling like a good fit for you. The outward manifestation is the Two of Swords. I'm going to clarify this because this is kind of interesting. This is the Knight of Wands. Okay, so the Knight of Wands, there's major growth and intensity coming off of this card from the unknown. So you can see like Daffodil is screaming expansion and growth to me. This can also be a person, right? If that's how it's manifesting in the outside, because you have the Two of Cups. So there's like very clearly a person here. But the Two of Swords is about not knowing. It's about being blind, not knowing what's ahead of you. And so it could be this person or simply the growth from not knowing, from not being able to see ahead. So usually when blind cards like this come up, it's like there's value in not seeing. So don't underestimate that. It's like set your expectations where you want them to be, and then let the magic of life kind of fill in the gaps. And then in the subconscious, we have the Three of Swords, grief, release, loss. Let me clarify this one for you. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so it's kind of like the initiation energy is going to be really healing. There's something about realizing or integrating the information that grief is not a dirty word. Like letting go of things is not bad. Leveling up, shedding the things that don't serve you, identifying what isn't working for you, any variation of that is helping you to create space for what is in alignment with you. And that's what the Three of Swords is helping you with. In any of the behind the scenes, any of the mentality, perspective, mindset stuff, the subconscious, the unconscious is really being supported by this. Even if the temporary feeling is discomfort, even if it's frustration or anger, whatever comes up with grief, that moving on energy. And so the initiation, the seed of autumn, the new hope, I'm going to plant this seed, I'm going to try again, I'm going to move forward in a new way is really where the healing is taking place and where that's coming through. Let's see the advice for you. We have the Hermit. Okay, so this is just pay attention to what you're needing internally. Don't sacrifice your needs. Do not ignore them. Pay close attention to what your body wants. Pay close attention to what you feel is best for you and capitalize on this because it's going to really help stabilize you with whatever it is you're building, whatever it is you are trying to make happen this month, wherever you're trying to go. It's going to help you process this grief energy or loss or moving on energy, whatever that's manifesting as for you in your life. And the Hermit is just saying, get in touch with yourself, your body, your mind, your spirit, like really getting and finding that light within yourself. The external influences, we have the Five of Pentacles. I'm going to clarify this one too. Six of Pentacles. Okay. This to me looks like a contraction and expansion. In some way that's happening externally in March. So you might find, like, for example, I'm not saying this is exactly how it's going to show up, but consider this. Like, if you're really afraid of doing something, or if you're feeling really small, that can feel like a contraction. And so the Six of Pentacles is about the expansion piece. It's about the growth. It's about the sharing of, it's about energetic flow and expansion. So the Five of Pentacles is also like a poverty card or a scarcity card. That's contraction. And then to clarify, I got expansion. So it's one of those uncomfortable growing pains that I'm getting. And this is just about you leveling up. So remember, the challenges that exist are literally for your growth. It's designed for your spirit to be able to overcome them, for you to integrate the wisdom. And I see this as being more of the energetic contraction or withholding, and then expansion coming through, or the opportunities to experience that in March. Hopes and fears, we have death. So on one hand, this is a rebirth card, right? Wanting to come out on the other side, wanting things to just work out, wanting things to be easier and more effortless than you've ever experienced them before. All of that is awesome. This is wanting things to be processed, integrated, all wrapped up in a neat, nice package. That's actually what death brings in tarot, is kind of like, okay, it's that edge of grief and expansion, kind of like how you have the contraction and expansion. This is also related to the grief energy that you have sitting down in the subconscious. It's like, I want to be on the other side. You might already understand the purpose. That's probably not something that's new to you. It's not a revelation, but it's just about, all right, let's get on with it. Let me see this new growth. Let me see where I'm going. That's what you're hoping for, is just for this to be more painless than ever. And then the outcome, we have the Knight of Cups. Okay, that's probably why I was like, oh, that's the Knight of Cups at first. So this is where you're heading. This is the vulnerability or the person, right? So this is a good partnership month for you, if that's something you're actively manifesting. Otherwise, this has to do with your own vulnerability, your own emotions, your own alignment, your own ability to tap into the things that are important to you and identify what those are. So a large part of the month of March has to do with you being able to identify your own needs and feeling into your own edge of growth. Because every time you're about to up level, or every time you step into, I'm expanding, there is often friction or discomfort that goes along with that. And so this is really pushing you to get into that space of being able to honor your emotions, understand your emotions in a way that is going to elevate you at a new level. And that, because it ties into everything. It ties into your ability to give to yourself. It ties into your communication. It ties into all of these different areas. So all of this is in the service of you. Now let's get into the timeline. You guys might know the drill. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter of March. Here we go. This is where you start off the month. We have the Page of Crystals, ideas and discipline. So there's an energy of buckling down, like wanting March to kind of start off with a bang, like this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm focused on. So you're anchoring down into that in the beginning of March. Whatever, I don't know what the intention is here, but it just seems like there's intense focus and fixation. The 2nd quarter, we have the 6 of Acorns, success, triumph. This is equivalent to the 6 of Rods, which is the victory card. I think you're really starting to see some benefits to the efforts that you're giving. So if you're focused at the beginning of the month, if you're aligned at the beginning of the month, you're going to see that really quickly in March. You're going to see things blossom and come through. Let's look at the 3rd quarter. We have the 8 of Crystals, dedication and progress. See, you're seeing things. There's a momentum that's happening here. The fixation in this 1st quarter, and then leading to you really seeing some benefits. Maybe this is through the people that you're meeting, the network that you're creating. Maybe there's something to celebrate that comes up in this 2nd quarter. And then this 3rd quarter, the 8 of Crystals is it's kind of like keep putting in the work. Like the work is worthwhile. So you're continuing to lean into that more and more and more. And that's ultimately what carries you to where you want to go. So I'm just seeing this as more stability, more clarity, more aligned building is the way that I would describe it. Yeah, you're just still in building mode, and that's really gonna get bolstered by whatever goodness happens here in the second quarter. Third quarter, we have the Two of Shells. This is the same cup that we have here, the Two of Cups, Two of Shells, union, harmony. So again, like for those of you focused on partnership, here you go. This is your here's your confirmation. Like if you're doing the work, if you're getting clear, this is it. Otherwise, this is also your ability to step into that leadership, identifying what it is that you need just from a broad perspective, and being able to connect with people in your life in a way that's supportive. So that might be your personal evolution. This is more of a sensitive month. It's a very, very active and busy month. There's a lot of moving parts and moving pieces to this. So there's no reason for you to push at all in the month of March. I think it's going to, so long as you're focused, like so long as you're clear on this is the direction that I'm going, you're not going to go wrong. Okay, now I am going to do a 3-card pick for all of you. You're welcome to pick a card, any card, just tune in to whichever one is calling to you. You can ask a question, just ask for general guidance, whatever feels good. If you need more time, go ahead and pause the video. Card number 1, we have the 7 of Cups. Okay. Lots of options. So you kind of want to narrow this down. That's the main thing that I'm getting, is you might feel really scatterbrained right now or with this situation. So I would try narrowing things down just so you feel more confident and more aligned with your direction. Sometimes if you spread things out too far, if you are considering too many options, it can kind of water things down. So I'm just getting that in order to really see the potency of your energy building and flourishing, you need to refine this. You need to tweak a few things, maybe narrow it down. I know that that's contradicting what I just said with the central energy of this reading, but I'm getting you might be a little bit too extreme with contemplating every possible opportunity or every possible thing that you could do. Instead, it's like focus on what you want rather than what possibility could be. Like get more in alignment with your desires, and that's going to help you refine that list. Card number 2, we have the Daughter of Cups. Okay, so this is the Page of Cups. Be honest about your feelings. Be intentional with how you communicate your feelings. And the best thing that the Page of Cups teaches us is how to not be jaded and not come from the space of, well, I've been burned before, so I'm just gonna, burn everybody before they can burn me, because that's not gonna get you very far. So the Page of Cups is a really great reminder that when we come from that aligned space that children come from, like they don't know anything but to be loving, until life kind of hands you a bad deck or challenges pop up. But before that happens, we are really in this pure state where we don't know anything but to be vulnerable. And that is what this is helping you tap into. That's the advice. And then card number 3, we have the Moon. It's okay if you don't know how things are going to work. Use your intuition to your advantage. Really lean into that. But it's okay if you're not absolutely clear on how it's going to work, how things are going to happen, how things are going to play out. Just enjoy yourself. Enjoy this energy that that there's some mystery, right? There's some exciting stuff on the horizon, even if you can't see it. Become the active creator that you are, step into that role, and just enjoy the surprises. That's the main thing coming through here. So definitely look at this as, oh, I'm so excited to see what's next, rather than dreading what's coming up. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today, everybody. I really, really appreciate you more than you could possibly know. And I do, as I said in the beginning, have a lot of exciting stuff coming up. I have a manifestation class that's coming out. I have just so many things in the works. So make sure you follow me on Instagram at Onyx Healing and sign up for my newsletter to get the best prices, stay up to date, the best time slots for all of the stuff that I have coming. And until next time, have a beautiful, beautiful March, everybody. I am sending you so much love. If you need to submit a prayer request, you are more than welcome to do so at onyxhealing.com. All of the links for everything is in the description box below, as well as a list of all of the decks that I've used today. So you're welcome to check that out if you liked any of the decks that I've used. And I will see you all next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.